Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sebastian, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see it. Let's get into today's topic. So, as you guys know, there are reports now saying that LeBron James is going to make his decision this week for whatever team he's going to decide to sign with. Now, over the weekend, Charles Barkley had made some comments. We did a show on it where he essentially said that LeBron James is chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan, that he needs to get over this obsession that he has with catching Michael Jordan. It needs to be done, like, enough is enough, right? So Rich Paul, who heard that, because these guys hear everything, because they're always listening for everything, he hears that, and he goes on ESPN, I don't know if it was on Zoom or FaceTime, whatever the hell it was. I don't know what he did. He goes on there and he goes, oh, you know, man, we're not chasing no ghosts and all of this and all of that. We don't care what people say, and then responding right back to what Charles Barkley said. So today on First Take, they decided to cover this whole thing, this whole back and forth of Rich Paul saying that LeBron is not trying to chase rings. And would you believe this panel sat up there and literally tried to act like as if that's not what LeBron is trying to do, and when that's what he's done for his entire career. But I don't know if it was because it was Monday. Maybe Kendrick Perkins didn't have his coffee. Maybe he woke up feeling grumpy. He just decided to not go along with the normal charade that ESPN tries to put on a daily basis. And he just exposed LeBron and his agent on live TV for trying to lie about their quest to ring chase. And I was like, finally, Kendrick Perkins is saying the obvious. Before we even get into his comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Decagon. As a business owner, I know that the best customer experience is when it feels personal, that every customer has their own feeling. But the more you grow, the more requests start coming in, the more you start to lose that personal touch. So a lot of companies decide to turn to AI. And I have to tell you, I am not a fan of these sloppy AIs that whenever you call them and you're looking for customer support, they simply don't do a good job. And it's usually at this moment where companies lose that personal touch with their customers. That's where Decagon comes in. Decagon helps companies create personalized, concierge-style customer experiences with AI agents across chat, email, voice, and SMS. They're available 24/7, feel natural to talk to, and can resolve customer requests on their own so businesses can keep up with the requests without losing their personal touch. And because workflows can be updated using natural language, teams can make changes themselves without long engineering cycles. Decagon gives your team full visibility into why agents make decisions and what's happening across every conversation. So it's easier to spot trends and improve the experience over time. Decagon helps power millions of conversations every day for brands you know, like Avis, Affirm, Fanatics, and Aura. Ready to transform your customer support? Go to decagon.ai/DreamersPro to get a personalized demo and see what Decagon can do for your team. That's decagon.ai/DreamersPro. All right, cool. So what we want to do now is we're going to play what Kendrick had to say, take a listen to it, and then we'll come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to this.
I think when you have a player like him, he unlocks something on one of all 30 teams. No roster, no organization is guaranteed to win a championship, but you do want to be competitive. You do want to have an opportunity come late April and early May to compete at a high level and give yourself the best chance of winning. He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghosts or anything like that.
Perk and Vince back with us. Perk, what's your reaction to what Rich Paul had to say?
He lying to me. He lying to me. And LeBron is chasing the ring. And it's okay. It's okay. Listen, he's trying to see what is the best fit for us. One, he could get his farewell tour and end his career the right way, but he also want a chance to compete to try to win another championship, and that's okay. I think it's a lot of teams, and I think he's doing the right thing by being patient and seeing what these teams are going to do, what kind of moves are they going to make sure that he's picking and making the right decision. But I don't believe that. Rich Paul can say what he wants. I love Rich Paul. He's a good friend of mine, but at the end of the day, if we're going to speak facts over feelings, there's nowhere in here we can sit on here on national television and say that LeBron James is not trying to compete or go get another championship before he retires.
Vince, what do you think?
I mean, I kind of believe him just because it's so difficult to win a championship. Like, I think we kind of take for granted that this is not easy. This is not an easy process. And the fact that LeBron is 42 years old, like, no one's opinion of LeBron is going to change whether he wins another championship or not. So whether he's chasing a ghost, I think he's always trying to perpetually put things in his favor in the argument in him versus Michael Jordan. I think everybody's got their mind made up one way or the other. I don't think that's going to change. But if you look at what Rich said, and I'm going to take him at his word and say that LeBron wants to compete and not play for a guaranteed championship. If he wanted to play for a guaranteed championship, he'd go play for the Knicks, he'd go play for the Spurs, he'd go play for the Thunder. Those are not three teams that we have heard in the LeBron sweepstakes. So even if playing meaningful basketball and going out gracefully means being in a competitive or reasonably competitive second round series, I think there's a few teams that he could play for where even if they're not the favorite to get to the conference finals or the favorite to get to the NBA finals, he can still play a meaningful role on a few good teams and make them better at the margins.
Yeah, I think we have to define what the idea of ring chasing is. I think in the last few years, when we talk about ring chasing, think about of a guy who just goes to an already made championship team, coasts, and wins a title, and it doesn't really add to their legacy and whoever kind of conversation that we have. LeBron is not doing that. LeBron, like Vinny said, LeBron ain't going to OKC because that would be true ring chasing. He's not coming to New York. That's true ring chasing. He's going where he can make a difference on a team and hopefully get them over the hump to the finals or to a championship. LeBron James, what his goal is, and him and Rich Paul's goal is to find a team that can, be competitive, but he can make meaningful impact to get them over whatever hump is ailing them. Whether it's a veteran presence, whether it's a wing player, whether it's somebody to handle the ball, they're going to be a team that needs LeBron James. That's where he's trying to go. That's not sort of the true definition of just coasting to a ring. He's never going to do that.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why he just don't sign with the Cavs? Why he just don't sign with the Cavs? That's the missing piece. If he's not weighing his options and he's not ring chasing, then just go back home to Cleveland. They just went to the conference finals. They need a leader in the locker room. They need a guy that's going to be able to control the emotions, be able to be the floor general what LeBron James could bring and bring some type of structure to their organization and to their offense because Kenny Atkinson and James Harden and Donovan Mitchell didn't. So y'all keep saying that he's not ring chasing, but yet he still hasn't signed with a team. So if he's trying to go make a difference, the Cleveland Cavaliers are sitting there waiting on him. He could go make a difference right there. But he's probably waiting on them to make a move to put them in the best position to go win the championship. Am I right or am I wrong?
So you heard it there. What has become clear to me is that, as I said earlier, when I first got into the sports media space, who knows, one day maybe you'll get into, work at ESPN and all this. But I've come to realize that working at ESPN is you have to go there and turn yourself into a cuck or something. I'm being serious. You have to go up there and say things that make no sense, but because we've all agreed in this building that we're all going to say this together, we're going to act like what we're saying is actually flying. They actually think that people are falling for this. That LeBron picking and choosing these teams that he's trying to go to is because he doesn't want to put himself in the best position to win a title. And Kendrick Perkins is no, bro, it's Monday. It's too early to be sitting up here lying. Let's just say what it is. And to watch Vince and the other guy try to bend themselves into pretzels to try to act as if that's not what we're witnessing is truly embarrassing. And is this what people have to... And look, this is what you call playing the game. And many people are willing to play this game to get on TV and make millions and millions and millions of dollars. This is the game that they play. While other people say, nah, man, like, we're just not playing this game. I get it. We all want to be successful to a certain degree than others, depending on the person. But at the same point, I'm not just going to come up on TV and just make myself into a clown. Like Brian Windhorst said yesterday that LeBron James has 4 Hall of Fame careers. 4. Like, at a certain point, like, ESPN is losing a lot of credibility with this LeBron. They're losing a lot of credibility because it's so transparent what they're doing, and it's pretty pathetic. And Kendrick Perkins, for today, didn't want to go along with them. These are my thoughts.